Hi, I want to talk about the Caylee Anthony verdict of Florida versus Caylee Anthony. A lot of people were stunned by the not guilty verdict on all counts except for the lying to police count, and she was found guilty of that. From the very beginning, I had a problem with the case. I have to tell you offhand that I've been on the jury several times in my life, and people were looking at the several factors that they felt was a reason for her guilt. I chide Vinnie Politan and InSession.com for looking into her goings and comings for 31 days following the disappearance of her child. You go against the presumption of innocence until proven guilty, and I think that they were doing that. I haven't seen them do that with any other case. Yes, she lied, but let's look at why she lied. She was afraid. Jason Williams did the same thing when he claimed his chauffeur committed suicide. He cleaned the gun, he jumped into the pool, he told the witnesses to stick to a story. It's normal, I think, to lie to the police because you're afraid. The police have been suspect in many areas. A very few people, blacks, Hispanics, poor whites, they don't trust the police. There's been an era of suspicion. Now we have to separate when we're on the jury, ladies and gentlemen. Now she lied, she may have partied, whatever, for 31 days. But that's not what she was on trial for. She was on trial for killing her daughter. Now here's how I look at things. If you pick up the body, you break her neck, you crush her skull, you do all these things, put duct tape on her mouth, why wasn't there any DNA? And please don't tell me about the cadaver dogs. I can give you a incident on forensic files. A white man was in jail for 20 years. Cadaver dogs was evidence to convict him. They found out later through the evidence, the Innocence Committee, the Innocence Review Committee, that showed that the dogs were prompted. Unless I can put the dog on the witness stand and question them, I'm not going to send you to the gas chamber over a dog. I can't do it. As far as the stench from a trunk, unless you can prove to me that there was a body there, then that's not evidence. That's all circumstantial evidence. And the family secrecy surrounding the aspects of this case, I saw nothing but a mentally ill, troubled woman under the cloud of suspicion of murder. But you don't send her to the gas chamber for that. Now people have been criticizing me, talking a bunch of crap, and it's cool. But I remind people that minorities have been saying about the incarcerated and the number of innocent people in jail. I remind you this in closing. Please look at this. When they decided to look into this, they were alarmed, ladies and gentlemen. They were alarmed at the amount of innocent people that were in jail. Thus, why do you think the Innocent Review Committee came about to begin with? Because they were alarmed about how many innocent people were in jail. Coincidence as to why when the funding ran out they didn't renew it? It's not about innocence or guilt, ladies and gentlemen. It's about winning. Let's go behind the bars, the walls of the prisons. Look at how many incarcerated brothers and sisters are sitting in jail and the prosecutors know they didn't do it. The man in the Bronx some years ago went to get his daughter, his pregnant baby's mama, some ice cream, and did time for rape. When he was arrested, he told the police officer he went to the store to get ice cream. They went to the store and interviewed the store owner and the girlfriend, and the police officer threw it in the garbage. Whereabouts unknown, this officer. 15 years later, the guys got out of jail. Reuben Hurricane Carter, we all know about his story. Wayne Williams, convicted of hair fibers from his rug that were found in his trunk. If I want to go to jail for life, you need more than that. This is ridiculous. Half the prison population was convicted on evidence, expert testimony. It's a bunch of bullshit. You know it and I know it. It's never been a question of justice. It's a question of winning. And every once in a while, the OJs, the Caylee Anthony's, and before you condemn me for what I'm saying, the Central Park children, they claim they found semen in the victim that belonged to the defendant. That was a goddamn lie. That, I don't know how else to say it. That was a lie. Cost them 10 years of their lives. So before any of you talk about a travesty of justice and O.J. Simpson and other nonsense, let's really look at a lot of cases, and damn it, start with the Central Park children. They said they had overwhelming evidence there too, didn't they? They claimed they had semen inside the victim. They were full of shit. Are those prosecutors in jail, ladies and gentlemen? The answer is no. Let's look at the Duke gentleman. Asked him about a blind justice. No, I don't believe in death. There were too many individuals. Now, I usually talk about sports on this, sonny2215. This case touched me. It goes to the heart of, we have a problem in our penal system that has become economics 101 instead of justice for all. Thank you.